I already did the video explaining why you should take Social Security early. Now I'm going to give you the other side of the argument. 3 reasons why you might want to wait to take your Social Security. Here we go. So first off, I'm sure you're already aware, but if you wait to take your Social Security, you earn something called delayed retirement credits. Essentially what that means is if you wait past your full retirement age, you can delay all the way up until age 70, and the longer you wait, month by month, the benefit grows until age 70 when it reaches its maximum. It doesn't get any bigger after that, so there's no waiting past age 70. But today we're going to talk about whether you should take it early, midpoint, or late, and why you might want to consider waiting to take your Social Security. So the first reason why you might want to wait is longevity. If it's on your side, if you're healthy, if everybody in your family lives to a really good long age and you think that you might be the same, it can make sense to wait to take the Social Security, get a larger check, because even though you didn't get it for a period of time by waiting, getting the larger check if you stick around wins in the end. So I mapped out a real world example, and here it is. Somebody that was born in 1961, so they're turning 62 this year in 2023. They would have a full retirement age benefit of $2,600 per month. If they took it early as they can, like right now at age 62, they'd get $1,820. If they waited all the way to age 70, they'd get the largest check, $3,224 per month, but obviously they miss out on checks for 8 years. When do you break even? Well, as you can see, if you take it early and you started at age 62, you're going to be ahead of the game until age 77. At age 77, you're now effectively behind by taking those checks early versus if you would have waited to full retirement age. If they wait until full retirement age, which would be age 67, and start getting that somewhat larger check, $2,600 per month, by age 77, they're in the black. They're now coming out ahead, and that would be the most efficient strategy up until age 82. At that point, it makes the most sense to have waited until age 70, gotten the largest check, even though you waited the longest to receive a single check. Now, because of that larger benefit from age 83 on, you're now in the black. It was the best choice for you. So if you look at those numbers, you can see how they would apply potentially to your own situation and whether it makes sense to take it early, wait until at least full retirement age, or waiting all the way until age 70 to take it. The second reason to look at waiting to take Social Security, the spousal benefit. If you and your spouse both worked and paid into the Social Security system and your benefit is the larger of the two, sometimes it makes sense to delay because your benefit is the one that's going to live on. And so it's not just how long you might be around, it's as long as one of you is around, the larger benefit will continue to exist. And so if you are the larger benefit of the two, it might make sense for you to wait and delay taking your Social Security, because as that check amount grows, it's growing not just for you once you turn it on, but it's going to continue to be there at that larger amount for your spouse as long as they're around. Spousal planning for Social Security is a complex topic, as you can imagine. Here's the thing. If you are waiting to take yours because it's the larger benefit, and you're doing that so that it will be essentially a larger joint life benefit for the two of you, for the spouse who has the lower benefit, oftentimes it makes sense to take it sort of as early as possible, especially if they're no longer working. If they're working and earning income, they might not want to take it till full retirement age, but rarely does it make sense for both benefits to wait all the way until age 70. If we map out a break-even point there, it gets deep, into your 90s before you break even if you both wait. So maybe the smaller benefit would want to take it early, or at least as early as possible, depending on the rest of their earned income, while the larger benefit, you may want to wait if that's going to be the benefit that survives for the two of you. Now let's get deep in the weeds here, down into the nitty gritty. Something about survivor benefits. Survivor benefits, as long as you're delaying your own benefit, it's growing and the survivor will receive 100% of that amount at their full retirement age, but they can't delay past their full retirement age to get a larger benefit when they're talking about receiving the benefit from your Social Security. So for example, let's say you waited to age 70 to take your Social Security, and it was $3,224, and your spouse was younger than you, and you pass away and your spouse has now reached full retirement age, but they're not yet 70. They can turn on the check and receive the $3,224 per month. That's the survivor benefit. If they wait, the check's not getting any larger. So it doesn't really make sense for a survivor who's going to claim off of a spouse to wait beyond full retirement age if they're claiming off of that spouse's record. The third reason to wait to take Social Security early, they're working off of outdated numbers. They're working off of old numbers. So this system, 62, full retirement age, age 70, was established off of actuarial data in 1983. The way they set it up in 1983 was to try to middle the difference, where they'd say, well, we'll make it a personal decision. It doesn't matter if you take it early or full retirement age or late. Based on the life expectancy at that time, you're pretty much going to break even if you're the average person, regardless of what happens. Now, here's the thing that's happened since 1983. Life expectancy has gone up. Social Security has not changed how the formula works. So you're living in 2023 with a life expectancy of over 79 years in the United States, and the system is based off of a life expectancy of 74 and change years, which is what the life expectancy was back in 1983. And so from that standpoint, the math tends to work out a little easier for folks who would want to delay or at least wait until full retirement age, if not delay all the way to age 70, as opposed to taking it early. Because, well, the short version is we live longer now than when they set up these rules, and they set up these rules based off of how long people lived back then. So something to consider when you're looking at it. Social Security is a complex topic. This is not our only Social Security video. I'm going to point to some corner of the screen where I'll pop up a card to our next video about Social Security. Go check it out if you got more questions. I hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe to the channel. Come back and see some of the other stuff that we have. I thank you for being here. I'll see you soon.